You are now tuned in to Peach State TV, where any gym is home. www.peachstatehoops.com. Enjoy the show.
And you're watching in these first clips, Ashlee Cole out of Forest Park High School. I played with Georgia Elite some this summer. One of the things that we liked about Cole, I had a chance to watch her in several different tournaments with Elite, and then also in the state tournament last year with Forest Park. It's her ability to knock down the open jumper. Good size, good frame, good body build's only going to continue to grow as she gets into college on the weight program and some of those things, but good solid foundation in terms of her build and in terms of her jumper as well, her IQ. Her dad's the head coach there at Forest Park. Introducing Ashlee Cole. You're going to continue to see in these clips Cole getting some shots up. I was really impressed with her ability to shoot the basketball. Most of the kids that come in for these things, the evaluations, the consulting program, things that we do, or kids who have worked with us periodically, whether it be position camp, Rising Stars camp, Sunday mini camps, our basketball academy. Cole is a player that, outside of the various events that we host that her travel team has played in, she hasn't really been a part of what we've been doing. So for her to come right in, be able to knock down these jumpers consistently, obviously was very impressed with that. You're going to see more clips of her getting some standstill jumpers up and just continuing to go back to what I alluded to a minute ago with her foundation, just as a ball player. A lot of the things that we talked about, a good bit of stuff too was even off camera, where we were talking about some conceptual stuff and how to attack this and what do you think about that, and she was just really in tune with what we were doing, was able to kind of focus in. You see Alexia Standish rebounding for her, so the bar was set pretty high in terms of who she was working out with, and she didn't fail to meet the expectation that we had for her walking in the door. And so was really just impressed with her as an all-around kid. I think a lot of times we talk about basketball skill, but she just was very pleasant, polite in terms of being able to answer some of the questions that we threw out there. And, it's going to be a kid that's an IQ kid on and off floor. You're going to see us change the clip, and now you're seeing Cole get here off the bounce, starting with the one bounce pull up right. If you watch her feet, one of the things I thought was most impressive coming right in is her ability to step, meet the pass, and her feet are always underneath her shoulders. You'll watch it here in this clip. Short jab step there, or excuse me, jab step, shot fake, and then steps right in, and her feet are always good and locked in under her shoulders on her shot. You can see her right now knocking some down. Bounce, square, feet stay good right there inside of a box. We talk about both shoulders matched up with your feet being in the box. You're going to see the same thing where they're now going off to the left. Good little shot fake there to her forehead, pull up, one bounce, and then being able to knock it down, staying in box to get her shot off consistently, which is hard for a lot of kids, especially younger kids, as they continue to make that progression to turn into shooters off the bounce and off the catch. You're going to see the same thing, still stepping in. Once again, just watching, you'll get a better angle too for her feet, how she steps in and meets that pass and then puts herself in a good position on the square. She comes off a strong hand. I don't know that people a lot of times give credit for how tough a shot this is for a right-handed kid to come off her strong hand to be able to knock it down. You see her now moving to the left, just continue to do the same thing. Body still square, feet, shoulders in the box, getting it lined up and then knocking it down, elbow finishing above her eye on the jumper. You're going to see her catch it and shoot it a little bit. You see her knock that first one down. Same thing, stepping in to meet the pass. Feet underneath in the box, locked in with those shoulders, then being able to knock it down. Neat to see a kid be able to catch it and shoot it, right there at the same clip as which she can do it off the bounce and vice versa. Once again, misses her right there, sitting on top of the rim, not missing anything left to right.
Good. Finish high.
You're watching it go left wing. We'll get the same result here. We actually talked about this during the course of the workout that, the few times that she misses, normally it is short right there on the front of the rim, just using more legs. You can see her knock a couple down in a row here. Footwork is good. Feet are locked in. We also talked about wanting to get her elbow above her eye on every single shot. That's something she does pretty well anyway. But just continuing to get more lifts so that as she continues to progress her game, her range will even step back even further. I think she's a kid who, before she leaves college, can knock it down 23, 24 feet off the catch. You're going to see her right here now going with a little two-ball action, a little pitch, catch right into a curl. Be able to knock it down once again, trying to come off of that curl cut with your shoulders locked in, so when you catch the basketball, you can get it up and get it out.
Good shot. Last one. Last one. Give me a clip. We'll switch your left hand. Good. Good shot. Good shot.
You can see it now coming from the other side. Now this time we're actually going to cut right through, catch, rip. You're going to see her actually attack to the rim. So now you're having a chance to see her put it on the floor. Quick catch and rip, no shot fake. Puts the ball on the floor right here with 2 bounces. Then we pound it. Catches it right here, opens up with the reverse pivot and gets right there to the rim right away.
Good. Good switch.
Same drill, we just alternate sides now. You see, like I said, with that cut, reverse pivot to catch, and then trying to get out there to the rim. Puts the ball in front of her, can attack off the bounce a little bit. You know, I think, you know, looking at the next level, she'll have a little versatility there. Obviously, she can catch it and shoot it, put the ball on the floor, 1 bounce to be able to pull up jumper. But also with her frame, I think she'll be able to take some contact around the rim, still be able to finish it. Her frame reminds me a little bit of Kayvon Towns, who actually is committed to Chattanooga, just signed actually. She reminds me a lot of that in terms of the frame and the ability to take the bump.